since I was a kid, I've always been interested in art and engineering. And by the time I was in high school, I did my first physical model. And from that, I knew that architecture is going to be my passion. And from there, I decided like, okay, I will go to this kind of career and I want to pursue it. So this is mostly the time. And it wasn't like a wrong decision. Since I joined architecture, it's my passion and I will continue even if I go back in time. My journey in architecture was really interesting, and I believe in every step I kind of learned something. And it started after my graduation from Ain Shams University, one of the toughest actually universities back home, and with a cross-culture degree from South Carolina, Clemson in the US. It was really interesting that I joined one of the visionary kind of companies, and from there I started to learn the real meaning of architecture and faced my opportunities in the world. And luckily I was on the team that we won the first competition with them from a governmental restoration kind of project. And from there, the journey started one after another. So I have a couple of projects actually that I am a fan of, kind of. The National Theatre of Egypt. This was one of my first projects that got constructed. It got into a fire and we had to restore it. And from the design, actually, the government was so happy and it got constructed. And I feel like the vibe between, something like historical and you're trying to restore is a bit challenging. Another one is a terminal, the seasonal terminal project that is done in the International Airport of Cairo. This also was a very low budget kind of terminal, and the challenge is to make something that's really unique and serve the purpose, yet it's functional and within, the budget. So this also got constructed, and I was so happy to see the reaction even of the passengers when they are passing through the terminal. Actually, technology, I have been a big fan, and I'm happy to say that I got involved with the BIM since 2008, so since the early beginning, and I got a chance to implement it actually. And technology is a very fast track kind of pace that we are all facing nowadays, and from there it's always changing, and it's always good to cope with these kind of changes. So we use a lot of different softwares that we can implement, especially during the design phase, to consider all kind of aspects from solar, environmental, even the context awareness, all this to understand from outside and from inside. And it always helps because we like to take all these kind of measures from early beginning rather than later on. So our design should follow these kind of measures to get the optimum solution for all the users.